Let's start with Anthony Joshua, who I think even for a casual boxing fan like myself, or somebody that's not really paying attention to the sport, is an identifiable figure within the sport. Where do you think he is right now in terms of public perception, especially as he's got this upcoming fight with Alexander Usyk?
In terms of public perception, I think that the American public doubts him. The UK public believes in him, and I'm sure is hoping that he can get the job done. Robert Garcia joined the camp, and we want to believe that he's going to bring a little bit of that Mexican style and, add that to Anthony Joshua's already extensive tool belt and just give him some of those, fine tunings that he needs and maybe some mental boosters that he is lacking to go in there and take out the smaller Alexander Usyk. Now, we want to hope that's the game plan. Everyone assumed that was the game plan the first time, and we questioned ourselves as to why Joshua didn't just go take out the smaller man. We'll see in this fight, because Alexander Usyk can be very elusive. He's a great boxer. So maybe it's more not about what Joshua didn't do and more about what Usyk is doing, but he'll have an opportunity to prove that August 20th, just like Joshua has an opportunity to change the public perception.
You would look at Anthony Joshua physically and go, there's no reason why he can't fight an opponent like Usyk and win. Is it more mental, in your opinion, at this point for Anthony Joshua? And how much is actually on the line in this upcoming fight?
I guess as journalists, podcasters, content creators, we want to believe that it is mental because I guess it makes for a better storyline. But to question his heart or warrior mentality, I think just doesn't make sense since he's so young, doing what he's done and gotten to the heights that he's gotten. But there is a phrase in boxing that was in boxing before you and I, and it's hard to wake up when you're sleeping on silk sheets. And he has made a substantial amount of money that not the average boxer makes. Probably not even the top 10% of boxers make what he has made. So maybe he did lose a little bit of that hunger. Probably losing the belts has rekindled that fire. Let's hope.
What's your prediction for how this fight's going to go?
Well, I'm a big Robert Garcia fan, without a doubt. Currently, right now, Fernando Vargas Sr. is training his 3 sons downstairs. I want to believe the element of Robert Garcia being in the camp is going to make the difference. But again, Alexander Usyk is a undisputed cruiserweight, moving up to be the unified heavyweight champion of the world. So nothing is unattainable for him. So we just have to wait and see on August. I will put my money on Anthony Joshua. Historically, the person that lost usually gets the win in the rematch. We'll see. I didn't work out that way in the heavyweight division not too long ago with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. But usually the fighter does not win both fights.
He was pretty thoroughly outboxed last time around. You mentioned some changes to the camp, which can be a good thing. Maybe getting some confidence back, which can be a good thing. But when it actually comes to getting in the ring, stylistically and strategically, what does Anthony Joshua need to change, do you think, to have more success this time around?
I would say be the bigger man, be the bigger man. Come into this fight and try to implement not only your will, but your size. Take a page out of Tyson Fury's book. Tyson, he held, clinched, and wore Deontay Wilder out, laid on his back, clinched him, hit him in the clinch. Whenever he could, maybe a little headlock if he had to. AJ's going to have to make it dirty. He's going to have to show Usyk that he wants to win at all costs. And it's what he should do. We're talking about 4 belts being on the line and an opportunity to be thrust right back at the top of the division. So again, I'm hoping he's coming in hungry August 20th, and he can do what he did in the Andy Ruiz rematch. And obviously, right that wrong is what we're all assuming.
Did he, Nestor, show that kind of grittiness, that willingness to do whatever it takes and get a little down and dirty, that Tyson Fury-esque quality in that particular rematch?
He didn't, but styles make fights. And, after being in a war with Andy Ruiz, where it was a knock him down type of fight for both men, he chose to be true to the sport. This sport has always been called the sweet science. So there is a science behind this madness, and he chose to go with the science, chose the box, remain on the outside, use his height and range and his athleticism, something that the bigger, sloppier Andy Ruiz doesn't have. So he chose the right game plan. We want to hope he chooses the right game plan in this Usyk fight, and he goes in there and he does what he needs to do.